The most fun for me is the highlight. I love highlight. So for the highlight, the product that I'm using, oh, I lied to somebody. I told them it was a different company. I'm sorry. But it's my camouflage palette, and this is the 10 color corrector. I use this color right here, and I just use my fingers. So if you don't like it, that's your business. Now again, this is my palette. This is for no one else. The palette, I have another one. It's probably in my kit, but I have another one that I use for my kit. This is mine. Nobody else. Maybe my mama sometime, but this is mine. Mom doesn't even wear makeup unless I'm playing on her face. So yeah, this is just mine. And I just use a tiny bit. Like this is the part that some people overdo. The smallest amount, a little bit, goes a long way when you're applying concealer, especially when you're applying concealer under your eyes, because you don't need a lot, you know, especially if it's the right color concealer. You definitely won't need a lot, because if it's bright enough, it will, you see that, immediately brighten your face. And then I take the last little bit that's on my finger of that color, and I just apply it to the center of my forehead. And don't worry about blending yet, because I have something for that too. Okay. Then to highlight right in the centermost part of my eye, I use this color. So with the first one I use, and then this is the second one. I'm going to use my middle finger for that one. I use a teeny tiny bit of that. Just like that. So you see, this is before I use that lighter color, and then this is after. So you could easily go with just this if you wanted to do, you know, just this. But for me, I like giving face. So I use the other one as well. It's totally up to you what you want to do. Like however you want to apply it, wherever you want it to go. The best trick though, when doing your highlight, is to stay above your cheekbone. So you want to get right to your cheekbone and then go up. Don't go below, because when you highlight too far down, your whole face looks offset. It will mess your whole contour up and everything. So stay right to your cheekbone. It's like a triangle, if you can see that. Right here, or even higher, and back up. And then I just use the excess and just drag it on out to the outside. For my nose, I love to use the lighter one. Sorry, this one. And I use a teeny bit, and I'm just going to use my middle finger for my nose since that's the color I already have. And I just draw a line down the bridge of my nose. Now if I was doing this for a client, I would definitely be using a brush, but for myself, I'm comfortable with using my finger. For the contour, I'm moving on the contour just that fast. That's it for my highlight. If you missed it, I'm sorry. I sometimes highlight right down here, but again, I got a little bit of hormonal outbreak. To highlight an outbreak would mean to say, look at me, and I don't want you to look at it, so we're gonna skip that today. So for contour, I'm going to use this brown right here, using my middle finger now, my pointer finger or index, and I use a little bit, literally I just drag it down the side of my nose. You want to start from right here, even if you could come down a little bit further, but you want to give it a feed from like your eyebrow coming down, because that is how you intensify your contour. That's how you give good face. And to make it a little bit deeper, I like to use the chocolate brown right beside it, and I like to just go on top of the contour that I already laid down, right on top. Then I take my beauty blender which looks filthy, but I promise it stains. It stains. And I just blend it out with my blender, and then I go over everything else with it as well. For my highlighting powder, I mix Midnight, Banana, and Topaz. For the summer, that's what I do, because I'm getting a little bit of color on me. And honey, Banana was looking like bananas on my face. Setting brush that I love to apply my setting powder with. This is Real Techniques, and I believe this is actually called the setting brush. And I'm just going to dab it into the product, tap it off a little bit, and then apply it to the places where I apply my highlight. Right down the bridge of my nose, and then roll up on that forehead. I like to do some on my chin too, and around my mouth. So I don't like to put a lot of makeup on, so I'm just going to use my Naked palette. I have the original, and I'm using Buck right here. I'm going back to the same fluffy brush that I used earlier, and I'm just going to, this is how I contour my nose. I take it from all the way on the outside of my brows. So for the sides of my face, I love to use my Sleek face contour kit, and this is in medium. This is like altogether bombed out. But anyway, it's just a regular old angle brush that I really particularly love. I'm just going to apply that to the sides of my face. Some people don't care for the fish face. I like the fish face from time to time. I kind of forget where to apply it, so you know, but you want to get it along that shadow and that hollow part of your face. Then I just use the excess on my nose. I'm obsessed with my nose. Take the highlight powder here and put it on the tops of my cheeks. And down the bridge. Go back to my blending brush and just pat in that setting powder and everything else that's on there. Set it all in. And that is my highlight and contour. With all this done, I gotta get something on my eyes, so if you're interested, stay tuned for the next part of this video where I will be doing an eye tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful and informative. As always, y'all, stay easy, breezy, and fabulous, and snatched to the T. Peace.